La da 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 dum dum da dum dum da da. La da 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 dum dum da dum dum da da. Rumbling waves push the body wide. Kick drum punching like an engine ride. Lead synth runs in a spiral climb, pulling every number into time. Tension bends a signal till it screams, waiting as the floor splits at the seams. Limiter breaker crashing through the frame, pushing every boundary with a burning flame. Riding on a beat that chews the night, driving all the static into flight. Limiter breaker cutting through the haze, rip the rhythm open with the blaze. Limiter breaker,
Drive it harder.
snare snaps tight with a metal glare. Patterns twist deep in the heated air. Voices crack through in a ghosted call, filling every corner of the hall. Tension bends the signal till it screams,
syncopated glide. Patterns lock tight like a shifting tide. Voices glitch soft in a filtered sweep, slicing through the dark where the signals creep. Crackling tension climbs the narrow wire, waiting for the spark to amplify higher. Voltage break.
racing with the pulse that hits too clean, cutting through the shadows in between. Neon pressure, tightening the line, driving every beat into the
Push, 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 run it higher. Higher. Push, run it higher. Push, 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 run it higher.
hi-hats twist in a fractured glide, patterns bend deep like a turning tide, voices flare in a filtered slice, locked into the tempo's icy vice. Voltage rising fast beneath the skin, counting every second till it spins, 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 spins. Neon pressure, 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 pressure.
Run it higher.
Non-signals trace across the floor, bass slams heavy through the open door, leads flick sparks in a narrow ring, pulling every movement to the spring. Lines of static pulsing coded flow, counting down the seconds till it blows. Shadow circuit, twisted in the dark, dark, lighting up the edges with the flashing mark. Spinning through the noise with a razor tone, hunting for the beat like it's my own. Shadow circuit wired through the night, running every rhythm into life. Shadow circuit. Feel it tighter. Shadows. Voltage brighten. Shadows. Voltage brighten, 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 brighten. Drums roll sharp in a double stride. Patterns shift deep like a breaking tide. Voices sweep in a grainy flare, pulling distant echoes through the air. Lines of static pulsing coded flow, counting down the seconds till it blows. Charge, Jan, Jan, Shadow, shadows.
Shadows pulse deep in the circuit glow. Bassline cracks where the currents flow. Synth lines twist in a double helix run, dragging every heartbeat into one. Broken signals rise in a coded frame, counting down the seconds to the flame. Voltage breaker, tearing through the night, cutting every waveform out of sight. Riding on the rush of a titan spark, keeping all the static in the dark. Voltage breaker, running with the charge, breaking every limit in the bar. Brick hit, push it harder. Break, break, split the armor. Kick burst sharp like a tether snap. Patterns fold tight in a feedback trap. Voices glitch through the crystal haze, shifting every motion in the maze. Broken signals rise in a coded frame, counting down the seconds to the flame. Voltage breaker. Voltage breaker. Voltage breaker. Shock, ignite again. Bass cuts deep like a sharpened line. Kicks roll tight in a double time. Lips and slice in a rapid sweep, pulling every motion from the deep. Tension coils up in a narrow thread, waiting for the hit to break the spread. A razor pulse tearing through the light, driving every echo into flight. Running on a beat that splits the air, carving out a rhythm sharp and rare. Razor pulse burning through the core, leaving every limit on the floor.
Slash, slash, turn it higher. Cut, cut, feed the fire.
Hi-hats roll in a slicing pace, patterns twist hard in the shifting space. Voices crackle in a fractured call, holding every second in a thrall. Tension coils up in a narrow thread, waiting for the hit to break the spread.